Marriage was instituted by God. It is not a church thing, it is not a government thing, it is a God thing. God performed the first marriage himself. Therefore, marriage is a divinely ordained institution. Marriage is the oldest institution known to mankind. It was established prior to worship, sacrifice, religion, and all human government. It was designed to provide companionship, protection, mutual help, intimacy, and a home environment which children can thrive. It is a promise to one another and to God before witnesses that you will be together and will love each other until death. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 22, it says, Jehovah God made the rib which he had taken from the man into a woman, and he brought her to the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall be one flesh. He said, For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cling to his wife, and the two of them shall be one flesh. Therefore they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore what God has joined together, let not man separate. There are no separate or independent rights, privileges, cares, or concerns. It's not my money, your money, but our money, our car, our house, our future, our kids. Both are equally interested in all things that concern the marriage state. It's our dreams, our future, our church, our family. A marriage vow is a serious thing. In Deuteronomy 23, verse 21, it says, When you make a vow to the Lord your God, do not put off doing what you promised. The Lord will hold you to your vow, and it is a sin not to keep. The language in Genesis 2 points to a unity of persons, not just to a unity of bodies, not just to a unity of interests, not even mutual affections. Flesh of my flesh, Adam understood the essential oneness in this relationship with Eve. This point is so important that it is referred to several times in the New Testament. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 28, So husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it. In Thornton Wilder's The Skin of Our Teeth, a character named Miss Audibus says, I married you because you gave me a promise. That promise made up for your faults, and the promise I gave you made up for mine. Two imperfect people got married, and it was the promise that made the marriage. And when our children were growing up, it wasn't a house that protected them, and it wasn't our love that protected them, it was that promise.
good marriage, a very honorable thing that we can be a part of. We're thankful for that. We're thankful for parents and grandparents who raised their kids right, and we're thankful that they cared enough to teach their kids.
Over the years, I have been able to see how you grow spiritually and how you have great qualities and know you're going to be a great wife. And I know Gatlon is very happy that you know how to cook. Gatlon, I haven't known you as long as I've known Mallory, but I have been able to see you grow as well. The hard work and time you put into any project you have is a great quality and very impressive. And you devote a lot of time to God's word, which will make you a great husband.
The second time they met was a little more serious. And Gatlon was working through the pictures on Mallory's phone and asking her about some different boys on there and laughing about them and giving her a hard time. And Mallory goes, oh yeah? And so she started giving him a hard time. And Gatlon looked at her dead in the eyes and he goes, I like older women. And let me tell you what, Mallory was red as all get out. And you know that nervous giggle? She about fell out of church. She was giggling so hard. And anyway, so that's kind of the storyline of Gatlon and Mallory. And anyways, I'm super proud of you guys, and you'll be successful at anything you do in life.